Welcome to the Red Parrot channel. I am your host, Mary Ellen. Today we are going to do some craft with me, which is basically going to be me faffing around with paper, not particularly organized or anything, but we should be able to have some fun and maybe keep each other company as we sort of work through some things. So, one of the admissions I need to make is I do a crummy job at admin and planning when I do journals. And one of my hopes for starting this YouTube channel was to be able to create a structure for me to be able to do a better job at that. So, I have a blank piece of paper. It is from this book, which I was able to thrift, which is beautiful, completely blank journal. But I want to be able to keep track of things and ideas and so on and so forth, because I do not have a great memory. So, what do I want to do today? So I have two things. First one might be I need a pencil. Nope, there we are. So first one is I want to create the Dephemerember journal. And the second is I want to be able to do the STEM journal page selections. That sounds easy, I think, but then immediately after I get this written down, the first thing is let's work on number 1. How many pages? So it is 31 days. That's going to be 32 pages. Divided by 4 equals 8. And then I could do 2 signatures of 4 pages each. And I also need a cover. So that feels much better to me. I now know what I'm looking for, so yay us. Boarding house reach over here. I found this cover. This is a Bobbsey Twins book that has been gessoed, painted blue, and then I don't know if you can see that, but it is covered with cheesecloth. And then I tried to sort of paint it blue-ish, gold-ish, to be able to create some variety to it. This was one of my early attempts. So this is sort of earlier, last year maybe, when I was experimenting on anything, and frankly, I'm still experimenting on everything. This, I think, should be the book that I will use for Dephemerember. It is not Christmassy, but I think it's about the right size for doing what I think the ephemera will be like. It's big enough, but not too big, if that makes any sense. So I need 8 pieces of paper to go in here. And you'd think that that would be pretty easy. So how do we go about doing that? I have paper to the left of me and I have paper to the right of me. So I should pick some paper and pull it over. So this is paper that I have made from the summer. This is avocado dyed paper, and this is coffee dyed, and these are ink dyed and ink splotched, and just a whole lot of mayhem, which is just about our speed. So step 1, let us take a piece of avocado dyed paper. Woo, we are 1/8 the way there. Now, is there anything that's kind of Christmassy, even vaguely Christmassy, in this pile? Not really. already I am this fussy. All right, well, we put that to the side. Got one piece of paper selected, so that's great. Next section. Also paper, no, this is coffee dyed stuff. Also super early on, you can see that this is actually grids from my oven. Would that fit? No, I'd like to have it full page. This fit? Oh, it's got that stuff in the back. I coffee dyed some pages that were photocopies or stuff that I was going to use, decided that I wasn't going to use it, and then was going to use this for backing or scraps or whatever. Paper, ooh, so here's something that's greenish, and this is something that's greenish. Do I have greens? I have greens. Oh, look at that. Is everything about the same? So these are all the butterfly ones, and I like this green. Oh, it's got red on the back, better. So we're all the way up to 3. That's pretty great. Blah, blah, blah. Here is a nice piece of coffee dyed paper. This is, if you can kind of tell, it is the shape of a shamrock. And we can buy at our dollar stores here like a plastic mat that has got all of this already cut out. And so when you coffee dye something and you plunk that on top of the wet paper, as it dries, it will leave this pattern behind. And on the back, you still have the same thing. It's a little less pronounced, but that I think will be a good piece of paper as well. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. Halfway there. This is very exciting. And anything else? Not really, not in this pile. Okie dokie. What's in this one now? Oh, envelope. Also green. I like that. I will take that. This is probably very early jelly printing. Oh yes, this is also, this was a technique that I saw on the internet about being able to marble paper using shaving cream. And the effect is absolutely terrific. The problem is this paper reeks of the shaving cream, and I have done just about everything to get rid of it. It's a very strong perfume that I don't really appreciate, and I think I didn't throw these papers out because I figured I could at least photocopy them in color, and luckily photocopies don't copy color either. Oh, but this would have been so pretty on there. Yeah, it still smells. And that was a long time ago. Oh, I need something red, I think. This is a Christmas journal app. Ooh, this is not bad. Wonder if this fits. Might have to go the other way. Yep, use that. This purple is nice. What was I doing with this? So this is watercolor, and I have taken saran wrap, scrunched it up, put it on top, and then let it dry to get that sort of ice look to it. I like that one as well. And we'll worry about the back of that later. Next one. Oh my God, this is heavy. What's in here? Ooh, this is pretty. It's green. see if I can find a nice red. And then I think we will have 8 sheets of paper, and then we will think about what that, ooh, this might be fun. Let's go to the bottom of this. This is also, I think, saran. Oh yes, this is better. I did both sides as well. So I think I'm going to have to put a couple of these back. And I think I'm going to have more, but I've got a little bit more of a pile here. I just want to see what's in it. Oh yeah, okay, so this is some echo dye, some echo printing that I have done. And if this is going to be holding ephemera, I think this is not really the right kind of paper because it will get covered up. So I won't use that. Okay, so let's see how many sheets of paper we have and see what we can do to be cutting some of this down. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I can eliminate 1 sheet of each, and then we will have enough. So I like that one. I like that one. I like that one. I like that one. I also like that one. Okay, that did not help. That was for surezies. So this because of the green. This because of the double-sided pattern. That's double-sided pattern. That for the green. So we'll put that aside. And then we have the green sheets done. And then the reds. So that is red on one side, red on 2 sides. That's got that book thing, which would be fine to cover up, I suppose. But I don't like it as much. Yes. Okay. Look at us. Bombing along. Now I want to make, what do I want to make? 2 signatures of 4 each. So I'll have 2 reds, 2 greens. So this plain with that, and then this with this, no, this, there, and then that, that, and that. Look at us go. Okay. So we have 2 signatures. We need to do a couple of things. We need to measure to see how kind of big the pages should be. And we'll measure and take notes. So this is kind of a say 4 3/4 by 7 1/2. Four 3/4. And so when we do it, we'll have a little bit of an edge. Yes, okay. Okay. I need to do 1 signature. Get out my trusty X-Acto knife. And now we've got to figure out which way we want to do this. do I want to do? I want to do this. I want to do this times 2, don't I? So that is a half, 9.5 inches by 7.5. So step 1, we're just going to take off this. I know we could use this as a nice edge, but I'm not gonna. And well, we could do a little bit of chewing. I really like these grids because they can allow you to line up in so many different directions. And I have scraps for that book. And now I want 7.5. I know this looks more complicated than it actually is, but it works for my brain. I want to take off some of this top, which is 7.5. Oh dear. Captain Chaos here. 7.5. You can't pay attention. There we are. And 7.5. Move it up a bit. It's that strip. Oh my goodness. There we are. Quick, fold it. And we have our first page. There we are. Another 7.5. You know of a better way of doing this, feel free to let me know. 1.5 inches. 1.5 inches, and I don't really want that strip off the top, so I'm going to take that off. Didn't press hard enough. That's hard. There. Scrap, and this has got to be 9.5. I think we can get 9.5. Yes, we can. So I'm going to take off an edge. Nine and a half. Which is about 1 3/8, and I'm on the other piece of paper. There we are. Okay, that's page number 2. That's page number 2. Flip it over that way. There we are. I'm just going to go straight to 9.5. 9.5, so 14. Should be something and a half. I've gone quiet because math and all of this takes some concentration, I think, on my part. I do hope this doesn't bother you too much. So that's 7.5, and we will get up to here. Oh, nice 2. That was just me having a crisis of thinking. Yes, I am not cutting these the right size. I don't think. Nope, that wasn't really the right size. That's okay. You know what? This is for the Christmas journal. It is for me, and with every intention, when I started this channel, I told myself that mistakes were not going to be an issue because everybody makes them. And if I decided to be perfect, I would never get anything done. Now this is super awkward. But I think it's 9.5, so yay us. See if folding it makes any difference. Oh, it does. Because this can be 7.5. All right, well, that's a little bit of an improvement. There. Okay. Wow, that was harder than it needed to be. But we have a 4-page signature. It will go in my little book like that. Does it fit? It fits. That's pretty great. Okay, so what did we learn? We learned one thing. Fold the thing in half first. So there we are. 4 3/4. Boy, that's a whole lot easier. 1, 2, 3, 4 3/4. And this will be 7.5. Now, can we be sparky and do 2 at a time? Oh, let's. There we are. 4 3/4. Yes, 4 3/4. Yep. And 7.5. Oops. There we are. That's the way I want it. Boom, boom, boom. We are going to be nearly done. What am I doing? I'm folding this in half-ish. Fold it in half. There we are. Oh, I like that way that turned out. I think this is also a watercolor. 4 3/4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And yes. There. Look at that. I have a signature. I have 2 signatures for Dephemerember. Remember Dephemerember. Very pleased with that. I need to do something with the inside covers. I think I'll have to do something that's fairly thick because this is quite rough. And I probably want to change the color, but that is for another time. Oh, I am super pleased with that. We got a thing done, so yay us. That's done. Oh dear, yes, okay. So now we come down to the STEM journal page selections. A whole lot more decisions need to be made. So I deliberately got this because it is 6 by 9.25. So that means that we can take an 8.5 by 11 and just fold it and not have to do all that faffing like I just did. Next question is how many signatures? So that is It's about 7/8 of an inch. 7/8. I have no idea. I could do 2 or 3 signatures. I wish you could talk to me and tell me how many signatures I should do. This is part of my junk journaling journey. I will cut enough paper for 2 signatures. Each signature will be, let's say, 16 pages. And then when I get all of that done, if I want to make 3, I will adjust. So 2 times 16 pages, oh golly, is 32 pages. That's a lot of paper. Okay, not to worry. And while we are on the subject, and I have this in my hand, this is going to be the material that I cover this book in. It is blue, but it has all kinds of beautiful designs of circles and grids and patterning, and I thought that was really math suggestive. I reserve the right to, once I get this laundered and pressed, I might do some stitching to highlight some of this patterning or applique or something, but not today. Okay, so we have decided, woo, that I need 16, no, I need, oh my God, I need 32 pages that are 8.5 by 11. That's the size, and that's the size. Okay, that was just a pause while I thought. Okay, so what do I want to do? Now, the most dominant color that I think for this book is going to be blue. And we went through pages previously that were blue. So I think to make my life a little bit easier, what I'm going to do is, if I can get 2 pages kind of the same, and then just do, instead of picking 1 avocado dyed, I'm going to pick 2, and this is going to be signature 1, signature 2, because that just seems to be a little bit easier. So that's done. This is blue. Oh, look at that. Those beautiful dots. You have to cut the paper, but I'll do that as another step. And here is another really nicely dyed paper. I like that one a lot, too. So that's 2. Okay, 2. All right. Move along. Next one is, this is, I think, that's also nice. That looks almost like an iris. It's blue. I need another one. You know what? Let's do those 2 colors because they are contrasty. Woo! These are fun. Let's do those 2. One of the things that I really appreciate about some of the makers is that they make their own paper. So as opposed to buying it or whatnot, or printing it, they create their own paper. And I think that makes a visual difference and impact. I might use an echo print. So this is sunflower. This is also sunflower, geranium. I like that one better. That was just a bit too dark. So I'll do that. Also over here, I have a pile of handmade paper. So this is paper that I made this summer, which was a ton of fun to do. It is something to be able to have 40-degree weather outside and be able to use it to your advantage. This stuff dries really well in that kind of temperature. Now, these bits are too small, I think, but I'm gonna maybe pull this one and pull this one as interesting journal cards and maybe a circle. So I'm gonna put that over there. I have a box over here, which technically is my ephemera that is being built for this project. Another admin thing is to be able to create spots. This would be how to not entirely do the printing. This was quite thin. I didn't really understand what I was doing, but I kept it because when you make the paper yourself, every scrap matters. Oh, I like that shape too. That'd be a nice shape. Oh, I have two of them. A bit manky though. Got a hole in it. Not fond of that. Oh, more cards. Ooh, more circles. Cards, circles, cards, circles. And larger circles, larger circles. Ooh, oh, I like that. I might pull those as well because circles are math. Ooh. Now, these are nice and sturdy pieces of paper. So I'm going to do that. Let's see if there's anything else that is, this one's a really nice one. I wonder if I could switch one for another. I think I'll do that. So I've got one circle and one square. Okay, that's the made paper done. We've got all of those. Now, let's pull this stuff over and see what we have here. This is some paper that I have been jelly printed specifically for this project. Another thing that I have seen other makers do where they choose a colorway and then they go about curating their ephemera and their paper to be able to match those colors. I have earlier decided that math is the color blue. And if you have any ideas about what color math should be, I am happy to know. Comment below. So this was me attempting to do that. Not everything was a success. This one, I like that one a lot. And this one is also pretty funky, but it's not got anything on the other side, but a possibility. Too light, too light, too light. Oh, both sides. Probably needs more if I were another maker, but I am not another maker at the moment. Oh, this one's nice. Ah, not on the other side. I can still use these papers as fodder for collage or making pockets or whatever, so it's not all lost. This is a really nice piece of paper. Completely not the right color though. This was my roll, the sheet of paper that I used to roll my brayer off. Yeah, it's got this orange that doesn't really fit. Oh, that's an orange. I like that though. I will keep those for collage fodder. Doesn't have a back. Nice green. That's roll off. That's roll off. That's roll off. Oh, that's a stencil. Not for this colorway. Need something. Not the right color. Really vibrant. And no, and no. Alrighty, so we will put those aside. Do I have anything else? Oh, yes I do. Look at us. We are not yet done. There. Possibly that. I'll put those on the bottom. So how many pages do we have so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I only have 8 more to go. Wow. Okay. So this is pulled from a whole bunch of different places. And I have these, which are dictionary paper that is covered with tracing paper. And this is by Rhonda with an H. This is her idea. Essentially, you just sew around and do some zigzagging, then sew, zigzag, sew. And so if my method of doing the zigzagging is on any page, you either have a top or a side, and then this is a side and a bottom. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Each side has got a zigzag, and then everything else is just straight sewn. And so we will do 1 and 1. I am not going to think about that one for a minute. So I went looking for all kinds of paper that had numbers in it. This is a degrees north latitude date, hour of day chart. It's a whole book with this. And this seems like a good page. It's got full numbers. And this one's kind of empty, and the emptiness doesn't bother me because you could certainly use that space to journal on, so I'm going to do that. Oh yeah, so these are called mathematics papers. This was from a book, a teacher's book for grade 12 exams, and these are just the 2 math and architecture sections. So I got 1 for each. Why is this math? This is math because of the dots and the grid and the color of green. So I will put 1 there, and I need to put 1 on the other side. So I will just make 1 music. That also goes over there. These are sheets of origami that are pleasant. And I feel like these are the 2 best ones to use, the pink and the green. While this is blue, there's a lot of blue, so I'm not going to worry about that. What is this? Oh yes, this is sort of an activity book. And this is just a fun piece because it says correct this homework and give it a grade. And this is about drawing. This is a pattern. I'm going to use this as an insert, so not as a page. But this, I think, is a fun insert, and I will need a pair to go with it. And this blue bird, the blue is quite nice, so I will do those 2. Nothing says math quite like some graph paper. So we have large graph paper and and small graph. I don't know if you can see this. This is micro. It is very, very small. So I'm going to do 1 of each there. Take that out of the way. I can use that later on. Oh yeah. this was another book that is a day timer. It's Monday, Tuesday to Sunday, blank on the other side. It's a lovely brown paper. I need something that will match the other side that's kind of interesting. And this is an art book called The Zen of Seeing. And I think this is a nice suggestion about math, because I think math does allow you to see better. Seeing is about sometimes precision, and math is about precision. These are dots, and these are just two nice pieces of green paper that is record keeping. And now we will do another count to see where we're at. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Oh, we have more than enough. Okay, stop. So we have enough pages then for the two signatures. So this will be the paper that we can use to go in the book. Now, some things. What do I want to do? I am surrounded by paper. This is a visual annoyance to me, so I'm going to spend a little bit of time just picking this up and making a bit of an arrangement. There's that side. And this side. Get this all neatened up. And we will always be knolling. There we are. Now, I reserve the right to what? I reserve the right to switch papers out if I find something a little bit better, like a quote page or something. And I reserve the right to switch back and forth. And I reserve the right to remove. And this is for my benefit as much as it is for anyone else, because I need to talk to myself and understand what it is that I'm doing, because I get confused when I do this. So let us focus on the first set. There's more paper that we need to get out of the way. Now, what did we say the size was? We said the size was 8.5 by 11. 8.5 by 11, done. This is actually 8.5 by 11. So let us do some stacky stacks. So 8.5 by 11s. I am just ordering these by size as quickly as I can. Oh, this circle is going to be weird, but that's okay. Those. Is everything else not 8.5 by 11? Not 8.5 by 11. Okay, so here are the 8.5 by 11s. And hold that thought. I need to get a paper clip. I need to get two. Okay, back. So this feels accomplished. This needs to be 8.5 by 11. Oh, there's another 8.5 by 11. Well, we can use that one out for sizing. Just want to make sure that that's, oh, I need to have that end. And yeah, that end. Yeah, that end, okay. Oh. Here. all I am doing is pulling the ruler flush to this edge and cutting everybody all at once. There we are. One of the things that I like about these rulers is that they have cork in them. And if you use this side, it's quite slippy, but if you use this side, you can't, but you can do that on this side. So when I am doing stuff that I need the ruler not to move, using that side is quite helpful. Okay, got that one. So I think, what do I want to do? I just kind of want to tear it. It'll be a little smaller, but, or maybe not. Maybe I want to fold it. There's 8.5. Yep, that's fine. Here we are. I'm going to fold it. But I kind of do want to get rid of some of this white. Are we going to have to cut it, or can we tear it? Oh, no, we can tear it. There's that side. Ah. Okay, we're going to do this. Cutting stuff is hard. There we are. That's better. Get that out of the way. So there's the song name that I would like to keep, which is Rhapsody in Blue. And given that this journal is blue themed, keeping that seems to be appropriate. It's not entirely straight. There. Now it is. There we are. And then I think this is tall. Yes, it's tall and wide. Well, we'll take like a 1/4 inch off, I guess. No, we will not. We will take 3/8 of an inch off. Yeah, that's better. And 3/8 of an inch. There. And there we are. So that's one signature cut down to size. Well done, us. Okay, second signature. Second verse, same as the first. Oh, different papers, different sizes. It's all going to be weird. Now I got to find my 8.5 by 11 template size. Here we are. There we are. So that's the right size. Large, large. Maybe the right size. Nope. Yep, 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 yep. They all go there, and these should all be 11 by 15s, which they are. Now these two, I am not going to trim. I said that with a whole lot of question in my voice. I'm going to trim that whole thing. So we're trim. That end's better. Do like that swirl. Yeah, that's better. And then this side, for sure that side. Okay. Oh, that is not square yet. There we are. That's better. More scrap paper. Let's do this one and this one. I am for sure just gonna tear off. And I'm gonna make a straight line. Ish. As straight as I can get under the circumstances. There. And there. Whoops. That did not go to plan. There we are. And that little bit at the end isn't straight. Yeah, take it off. There. That is a very textured edge. And then this, and I think we had 3/8 come off. The last one. 3/8. Whoops, and another 3/8. There. Oh, that's residual. I love how these come out. It's like magic. And then where's my 8.5 by 11? To get it about that size. That's good enough. And I'm going to leave that top as it is. And then we fold it Friday. There we are. And look at us. We have two signatures for this, which is going to be our math book. So I think we are done for the moment. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate your company this morning. I hope you have a good weekend. Take care of yourselves, be good to each other, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more episodes. Thanks. See you soon. Bye.